The next video is going to be a sample workout of a cowgirl, cowboy fitness workout. So watch that, give it a try, let me know what you think. I did it in my cowgirl clothes. I had been out with my horses and just figured I'd shoot something really quick. So the pants that I have on aren't stretchy, so it was a little hard to do. You might want to put on something that's stretchy so you can squat and bend a little bit. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and post below if you tried it, if you liked it, if you thought it was good, and okay, first we're going to start with jumping jacks. 20 seconds of jumping jacks. If you can't do jumping jacks because of your knees or back, you can always just walk out and walk back in. You know, walk out with one leg and walk back in and raise your arms. 20 seconds of power jacks are next. So these are like jumping jacks. Now you're just adding a squat. And same thing with these. If it bothers your knees with the jump, you can just kind of step out and do a little squat and step back in, and step with the other leg and do a squat and step back in. Next is 20 seconds of toe taps. And here I'm just tapping my toes on top of a cinder block. And you want to use your arms. When you use your arms like that, it kind of pumps your heart a little bit more. You can go at any speed that you want to. And we'll do a little bit of a rest here and start again. 20 seconds of jumping jacks. And the rest time you can do anywhere, say, between 20 seconds and a minute or 2 minutes, or however long it takes you to kind of get your breath again. And then you're going to do another cycle. So those first 3 things was one cycle. This is the second cycle. And this is the second exercise of the second cycle. These are power jacks again. So we did jumping jacks first, 20 seconds. Power jacks, 20 seconds. And again, if those bother your knees, you can just step out. And 20 seconds of toe taps again. These you can go as fast or as slow as you want to. The faster you go, the harder it's going to be. The more cardio you're going to get out of it. If you're just starting, you might want to just barely tap your toe up there and take your time doing them. We're going to rest again until you catch your breath. And then we're going to start with some different things. And this is a stick that has a string on it, my horse stick, and I'm doing figure 8s and swinging it, and I'm using my core to swing it. The next thing is over the tops, and you can do these on a cinder block or anything that you have similar. You can just step like this. If you want a little more cardio out of it, you can do the jumps. If you have bad knees, you can just step off like this and not do the squats as deep. So those were 20 seconds each, and you want another rest. You want to make sure your butt's pulled in. We're starting the second cycle, and you're trying not to twist too much from your hips. You're trying to do it all from the upper body, from your waist and your core. So this is 20 seconds on here. And 20 more seconds on the over the tops, or I call them OTTs. The deeper you squat and the higher you try to jump, the more you're going to get out of it, the more muscles you're going to bring into it, and the more cardio you're going to get out of it. If you have bad knees, again, you can just step off. So here goes the third cycle. You're trying to make a figure 8. And really focusing on using your waist. That was 20 seconds. And 20 more seconds of OTTs. This is really good for your quads and butt and hamstrings and lungs and balance and conditioning. Okay, you're going to rest and catch your breath, and then we're going to start the next group of exercises. I'm using a Clinton Anderson stick here with no string, and you're going to try to keep your lower body as still as you can, and you're basically just twisting from your hips, from your waist, from your waist. You're keeping your hips still. We did 20 seconds there. And using a cinder block, I'm doing burpees here. And this is 20 seconds of burpees. Burpees are really good for your arms, your core, your cardio conditioning. And these are stiff-legged deadlifts, and I'm using my Clinton Anderson stick. And you want to keep your back flat, your upper body arched up, your legs straight, and every time you come up, you're squeezing your butt. And that was 20 seconds of those. Rest until you catch your breath. See how I'm tucking my hips in, keeping my core tight. And 20 seconds here. Remember, you want to rotate at your waist and not your hips and your legs. You want to try to keep your lower body as still as you can without twisting your hips. So you're focusing on this will contour your waist. And we're going 20 seconds of burpees. Again, with these, if you have a hard time with a bad back or legs, knees, you can walk out. So when you step down, you can walk out with one leg, then the other, then walk back up. And you don't have to do the jump. You can skip the jump. And here with these, again, flat back, slightly arched up, legs stay locked the whole time, and you're rotating at your hips. Every time you come up, you're pushing your butt in and squeezing your butt cheeks together. And this is the third cycle of the 3 exercises. Again, see how my hips are staying still. And I'm just rotating at my waist. And you want to make sure that you don't stick your butt out and twist your hips too much like this. See how my hips are turning and twisting? You don't want to do that, because then you're not really getting your waist. You're not isolating it. So to isolate it, you have to tuck your butt, keep your hips really still, and rotate from just your waist. Another way you can do it is you can do them seated and kind of grab on with your legs, and that'll help to remind you to keep your lower body still, so you can just turn from your waist. So if you're having a hard time keeping your hips and your legs still, you might want to try it seated on something. Okay, now we're going to do squats. And this is 20 seconds. This is really good for the thighs. This will give you strength for posting. And you're basically just going up and down. You're not really locking your knees out. Okay, we're going to rest. And then we're going to start again. 20-second rest and 20-second of exercise. Notice that my back stays flat, my butt's out, I'm arched up. Just like if you were posting, squatting down and back up. And that was the workout for today. I hope you like it. See you next time, okay? Bye-bye.